People can walk past and see me and him on here now, having a can of beer in their hand. Alcoholics, you know what I mean? Keep away from them. They're going to rob you and all that, but they don't realise the circumstances why we take drugs.
My name's Carl Ashby, I'm 36 and I live in Lewisham. I was born in Palmerston North, New Zealand. So my mum left my dad here. At the age of 1, I left New Zealand to England. Found out that my dad was living in Australia now with another woman, a third woman. And at the age of 6, I went to Australia. I was supposed to stay there for a holiday. I ended up staying there completely for 10 years. We were moving from one farm to a next farm to a next farm to a next farm. We must have moved about 3, 4 times, and every summer used to do hay bales and that, which was I loved the most. Yeah, for 2 weeks, yeah, just in the blazing hot sun, from 6 o'clock till midnight. But while I was out there, I started getting hit. It was all silly little things I used to get hit for. If I was late from school or schoolwork wasn't right, or um, like if I went to go and get a paper one day for my mum and stepmum, yeah, and then I said to her, she goes to me, "Oh, why are you late?" Yeah, "Oh, I wanted it back straight away." I said, "Well, if you don't like it, I'll go and take it back." Yeah, so yeah, because I chatted her, yeah, back answered her and all that. She went and told my dad, and then my dad went and beat me. You know, he said, "Oh, yeah, I can either have the soap, yeah, or in your mouth, yeah, or you can get beaten." So I got beaten, you know, because I wouldn't eat the whole of the soap.
Hey lady, we don't even try. We have a sea in the sky. Patience and fire and fever are rolling to one. She shines like the sun. Hey lady, we don't even try. We have a sea.
Alfie, come on, let's go, move. I used to do drugs from the age of 20 till, so for about 15 years. I used to do heroin, inject it, smoke it, same with crack cocaine. And really I've done so many other drugs. I've done E's, I've done MDMA, I've done ketamine, I've done mushrooms, I've done nearly every drug there is. Having the stress of being on the streets and all of my past, and it all got to me, yeah, and I just started doing drugs to forget about my life. It's really hard. It had a big effect on me. It's just mainly my family didn't have no trust in me. Didn't trust me at all. They had to hide their money. They had to hide their drinks and all that. It's changed my life a lot, you know, knowing what drugs do to you and that, because I've OD'd 3 times. I have, my first time I died, took 3 times for the guy to bring me back to life. The second time in my old studio flat, and then the third time was here. When you first go to CRI or a drug place, yeah, they write out an assessment about you, about how much drugs you've been on, how much alcohol you've been taking, what other drugs you've been taking. With me, yeah, the first time I went on that, I went on to 30 mils of methadone. I'll tell you about it. Right. Every day, I have to come and pick up 50 mils of methadone. This is methadone in a bottle. It says 75 mils how much you can take up, yeah, right, but this is 50 mils. Take it normal. I've been begging at Hilly Green Station for coming up to 2 years now, but I don't really beg. I read books because it occupies my mind. Instead of looking at the same faces or seeing the same position where you are. Instead, yeah, I read books here to occupy my mind, to, you know, go on an adventure inside the book, you know. When you first start out begging, you think, what are people going to think, you know? What are they going to do? Are they gonna feel sorry for you? Are they going to tell you that, oh, some of them might say, oh, get a job, or, you know, get off the street. If I give you some money, you can get off the street, you're not going to come back here. They might just say, oh, you're just a beggar, you know, you're no one to me, you know. So, you know, I ain't going to give you nothing. Some people might just say, why are you out here? Or, you know, what have you got a place? Or, you know, like some people, yeah, they give you a couple of quid. Some people might give you a few notes. My dog means a lot to me. He's like my son, my best friend, my brother, his family. He's a family dog. He's part of my life. You know, I love him to bits. I wouldn't change him for nothing.
Stay there. Stay there.
I hope to become a professional dog trainer in all aspects: guide dogs, security dogs, dogs that are abandoned. Excellent, and this is the way I always have it.
The bell for time is ringing. Do you think you paid your due? Can you feel the air get thinner with each turning of the screw?
I've been training dogs for probably about 10 years. Most of us have got criminal backgrounds, including myself. When I was younger, I used when I was younger, and we've all come out of it, and we've all been successful and run businesses. You know, we've done it ourselves. So it doesn't matter what walk of life you come from, you can do it, definitely.
What I'm going to do is I'll demonstrate what I want you to do, and then we can go on from there, okay?
Dragging the years behind you till you feel the missing piece slide home.
Out your pocket, out your pocket, out your pocket. Oh, yes, yeah, good boy. Seems like he knows what he's doing with the dogs. He's walking around, he's got the dog on the right side. I know the words are a bit different, but as you've seen, the dog followed what he was doing, so the dog has a bit of respect for him, and he was doing quite well. There's a lot of stuff that he can go and do and work his way forward if he wants to become a trainer.
I've seen people like train their dogs like in the park, you know, but not in like a group, yeah. Individual people having their own dogs, yeah, with leads, yeah, with professional dog training. I'd love to do this, yeah. Away from the carbon monoxide, away from the traffic. People coming up here, yeah, just barging through my fucking door, yeah, right? It was like him, the guy downstairs, he's in his 50s, yeah, 56 or something, yeah, right? And two other guys. But the guy downstairs didn't want to stay here, he fucked off, yeah? But then I fucked off, yeah, in my boxers and my dressing gown, yeah, because I'd had enough, yeah, because I'm not a fighter, I'm not, you know, I'm a vulnerable person. I've always been a vulnerable person. And this is all to do with my dad. I can't fight back, yeah, and the only time I fight back is when I've had a bit of drink. And he nicked my keys, and really, there was this guy downstairs, yeah, he fucked off, and then him and this guy and his mate, yeah, stayed in my house, yeah, and I told them to leave, yeah, so many times, yeah, they just wouldn't leave, yeah, and they nicked my keys, and now I've only got one set of keys between me and my missus, and now I don't know what to do now, and I haven't seen...
You called the police?
I called the police, yeah, all they said, yeah, oh, you need to ring up the number that I'm ringing you up now, and you need to ask them, yeah, to change the locks.
Okay. I mean, that is one thing to do, but I mean...
Living in this house, I still feel I'm homeless, yeah, because of where I am. It's the drugs, it's everything. With the people that live around here, yeah, you got these 4 flats here, which I'm in one of them. Then you've got the hostel over the road, just over the hill. that, you know, you've got people that know where you live and they want to come and inject, or if you don't open the door, they, you know, when they see you outside, they punch you, they have a go at you. Oh, you know, I thought you was a mate or a friend, and because I'm not away from it yet. When I was on the streets, I was doing drugs. When I first come into this place, I was still doing drugs. I'm still around the drug area. You know, it's just day-to-day life, you know, and really I've lived around this area since I've come from Australia, and really I just want to get out of this area. I want to move to Erith. I want to look after my nan now, because my nan's 86 this year, and where she looked after me when I first come from Australia, I want to look after her now.
Quiet time, got myself a little bit of quiet time. Hush now, demon, sleep tonight. Got myself a little bit of quiet time, thinking that I might play a CD that a girl made just for me. Black and white movie, just like living should.